All right, hi everybody. Thanks for coming out. Um, yeah. So my name's Blake Andrews. Yeah, and we're going to be doing a game jam in 2 hours for Tinychoice. Has anybody used Tinychoice before? Has anyone heard of Tinychoice before? Oh, wow. Well, maybe we'll do a really brief, not history lesson, but some context. So, one of my favorite game developers is Incorpore. If you've heard of him, he's made some really great games like Slave of God, which is really great. If you haven't played that, I'll share a link for that one. You might know him from Steven Sausage Roll, which is a really popular, or not really popular, it's kind of like a very acclaimed puzzle game. I think Jonathan Blow says it's like his favorite puzzle game of all time. I think it's really good. If you're interested in that, it's just about pushing sausages around. But he makes a lot of puzzle games, but he also makes a lot of more autobiographical or narrative things as well. And what's cool, so he's made a lot of game engines for making different games. So he's popular for making this thing called Puzzle Script, where there are a lot of, if you might be familiar with this, there are a lot of like Sokoban style games. So he's made this game engine, which is really great. Flick game. He's also made an engine where it's basically like a visual narrative game engine, which is cool. This one's crazy. Yeah, that one's pretty nuts. But he makes a lot of really cool games. But we're gonna be looking at choice. So it's this game engine. And basically, if you open this up, there's like a game already in it, which is cool. So I'm just going to, so we can see the kind of sample code here on the left. And then if you click Save to Disk, we can just open up the game and test out to see what's in here. So you stand between a field of sheep and a field of cows, and you wonder what the cows are up to, but you can't figure it out. So you can either go between cows or the sheep. Which one should we pick? Cow. Okay, thank you. So the cows are rolling about, and then you can either leave or roll with the cows, and you roll around with the cows for a bit, but you don't feel that you really fit in here, so you can leave, and then etc., 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 right? So this is cool because it's just a bunch of links. So this kind of genre of game is called hypertext fiction. So it's basically, there are these hyperlinks, and you can click them to go to different places. And we'll just look to see how this is coded. I think maybe for some of you, I guess no one's familiar with this engine. This is maybe too simple, right? You can't really do anything unless you go into the HTML and edit, because basically when you export, you just get an HTML file. If you're smart or whatever, you can do whatever the hell you want. I would suggest, because this is a 2-hour game jam. Oh, hello. I would suggest, because this is 2 hours, you don't have to try to impress us, you can just make a cool game. But I'll show maybe a couple ideas of how you can make something that's not just clicking, but we'll just go over the basics. So basically, I don't know what the language or like how the terms for this would be, but I'm just gonna say there are a bunch of rooms, and then there are like links to rooms, and that's basically it, right? So basically, if you want to have a room, right, you say equals equals, and then put everything else in the middle of that. And then if you want to have a link to a room, you want to have the text for what it says, and then the name of the room, right? So if I want to say, I don't know, what kind of room do we want to say? Maybe your mom's house, your mom, and then your mom is in the room. I don't know. And then go to your mom, and then I'll just type in the dash, an arrow, the caret. I'll say exactly how this is here. I'll just say your mom, and then I will save to disk. So I will say this gets a little bit funny. So if you want to, you can connect it to your GitHub account. And I think I have to not signed into my GitHub, but you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I'm not going to do this for now because I don't remember what app. I guess this is just the GitHub app, right? Sorry, I have my multi-factor. I'm not going to do this right now. Oh, am I frozen in here? Oh, it's giving me a notification. I'm sorry, this is very silly that I'm doing this right now. But if you want to do this, if you have GitHub, this is a really easy way of doing it. Oh, and that's pretty nice, right? Yeah. So if you have GitHub, you can host the game here. We're going to post all these games to itch by the end of it, so you can host them there as well. But if I click this, I can preview the game. I will say it's annoying to have all these files. You can consolidate these in whatever way you want, but see, we have the three options. You can go to your mom's house now, and then your mom is in the room, and there's no way to get out because I haven't linked a way to get back, but of course I can just say get out of here, and then you can go back to start. And then if I save that and open that, right, I can get out of the mom's room, right? So this is, this is the quickest workshop that I'm probably ever going to do for a game. So it's pretty simple. I'll give maybe a couple tips of how to work in this engine if you want to. So I will say, kind of sucks to use this text editor, right? So one thing you can do that's pretty smart, you can just use Google Docs, right? So you can just paste it all in here. And what's cool about this, you might not have thought about this part, if I wanted to work on this, what is this? Mom house game. I don't know. So what I can do, which could be pretty cool, is, oh no. Now I can work on this with whoever I want, right? Pretty easy if you wanted to edit this game. Now we can collaborate, and then if I want to test it, I just Control A, Control V, right? And then, right, I can work on it. I can test it again. So pretty easy, maybe something not super obvious to do while working on this. Also, you could just work on it in Notepad and then use GitHub to use version control. So if you want to go back or anything like that, I would say maybe don't use this text editor unless you really want to. But the cool thing about this also is if you don't have a laptop with you, you can just work on this on your iPad or your phone or whatever you want, right? Any questions about the basics? I know this is super simple. You can definitely get out of control with, if you're making a long game, it's just going to be like super, super, super long. But with this, you can have tabs, right? If you want to do something like format, and then if you want to go to header, or not header, what is it that I want to do here? I want to make this, I think I want this to be, but basically if you want to, you can just like go to insert page break or something like that, right? So you can like, basically parse out any of this stuff, so it's easier. I'll show one game that I made a while ago, and then also if you want to get any different ideas for games, I would just recommend, this is a website that was making a bunch of Tinychoice games for a while, called Glorious Trainwrecks, and if you just search Tinychoice, right? So there are a bunch of different games in here, different jams for different games, right? So it looks like, oh, this is a game I made about my parents getting into or my grandparents getting into a fight. So if you want to play that, you can. Let's see. And then if you go into tag Tinychoice, oh, it's a bunch of games I've made a long time ago. And here's one. Basically, it's just, right, if you have a dice with you, which I have some dice, if anyone wants to borrow any, you definitely can. But you can take this into the physical realm. Okay, I got a 5, right? So that's how you add randomization to this without using HTML or whatever you want to. So that's just an idea. Yeah, okay, so we may as well get started. So for every jam, we have a theme, and we choose it by searching the Wikipedia random. Actually, let's introduce ourselves to each other, and before we do this part, and then we'll do a drum roll, and then we'll click this. So just say your name, and then the last book you read, and we'll go in a circle, and make it quick. Don't talk about the book. Just say the book. This is going to take like 5 hours if everyone like has a little spiel. Just say the name of the book, and then move on. Your name of the book. Quickly move to the left. All right.
Joe, 3-body problem.
Aaron, quiet. Rudy, all about love. Nicholas, second quest.
Brooke, I think, like, iPhone documentary storytelling.
Ricky 7.
B, Star.
Jackers down.
Benny, Wuthering Heights.
Matt, Moment of Turbo.
And then in the back.
Chris, Emily Wilson's translation of the Odyssey.
Am, Dahlgren.
Robin, Canterbury Tales. Also, I have barbecue potato chips if anyone wants it.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Got sweet lines.
Bichon, pick up.
Ethan crying in H part.
Ooh, I'm interested. Caitlin, one that you want to know.
Vanilla ice.
Mark, coming of age in Pinocchio.
Nelson, code complete.
Nice.
Oh, and Blake Matthew is the book title. All right, let's get a drum roll. All right, cool. Let's see. Rodway Toowoomba. So this is a heritage listed villa. Okay. It's at 2 South Street, Rangeville, Toowoomba. It was built from 1904 to 1930s. It's also known as Sylvia Park. Let's see some other fun things about it. There's a lot about this place. This place has a special association with the life and work of a particular person, group, or I guess Queensland history. So I will say for every one of these suggestions or themes, again, you don't need to literally do this. You don't need to literally make it about this and research this the entire time, unless you really want to. I frequently will use it as a stepping stone. So, like, you can go A to B, or A to C, or A to D. So, for example, one way to do that is maybe, right? Oh, there it says porch here. Maybe I'll have it be a game where it's two people talking on their porch, right? And then that's it. Um, also brick chimneys. You can have a game about Santa Claus if you wanted to get a head start on a Christmas game. Um, so yeah, you can use this in any way you want. I'll paste this. This is basically to just get your brain stirring if you don't have any ideas. Um, and yeah, that's it. So we have about 2 hours. If you want to group up with other people, feel free to group up with other people. The bar is also open, so if you want to get a hot dog if you didn't eat lunch yet, feel free to do that. Get chips or seltzer or whatever you want. Also, the backyard is open, so if you want to work out there, if it's too crowded in here, you can do that, or you can work also in the bar area if you wanted to. So yeah, feel free to get started, and we'll present all the games at a little bit after 4. And I'll also do a little demo if you're not familiar with Itch, how to post your games to Itch, but I'll do that towards the end. All right, cool. And thanks for everybody for coming out.
Oh yeah. Oh. Um. I can maybe put the table. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a spot here in. If there's a. I think you can jump. I think you can jump in there.
Okay. I just probably need more truckers.
Oh,
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do. I guess there. Thank you so much. Good officer. Tinychoice. And then, like, yeah, it's just, but you have to give it, after, like, I think you're not especially. And like, okay, I'll put that my side. Great. I get this one.
Anyone charge or anything? Alright.
Sorry.
Well, here, man, I'm gonna hand it over to. Okay. Oh, you know, the Bobby is part of it. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll go get that. Yes. We'll just start my heart on. Yeah. Maybe put it in remote house.
Are you both in the Discord?
Excuse me?
Are you both in the Discord?
No.
Okay, I'll post a QR code again. Again, if you're not in the Discord for Wonderville, scan this real quick, because I'm going to be posting links in there. It's suggested.
I didn't go really far now. And you just go for that.
And is anyone not on the Wi-Fi? Okay.
Oh, really? Like all this. I heard it started out. Maybe, yeah, it's a lot of. Now I should.
Oh, yeah. That's how we right. That's who the. Oh, I know. Okay, yeah, I was gonna. I'll just. Okay, just you. I'll just take it. We only finish it. You go back ahead. Let's go.
We got about an hour left.
Yeah, it's time. Dude, I thought you.
No, No, it's your turn. That's okay. Yeah. It's one of those just very okay. What is so funny about
All right, 30 minutes left. Hey, how's it going?
I'll have to watch the stream again.
I can't pay attention.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you go through there and turn right, and then I'll immediately. Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Can you figure out you on that? Yeah. Yeah. Just talking about it, but I'm here on there. Right now. Oh, oh, yeah. I mean, everything. You just price and things in here. And then, like I said, we just take this. Yeah, grab. Yeah.
Alright. The jam is going to be officially over in 2 minutes, but I'll give about 10 minutes or so if you want to submit or do whatever you want. So I've posted. Did I already post it or did I not? So I'm going to post the Game Jam page in the Discord, so take a look at that once I. Here we go.
Hey, Blake, if we don't have an account, you or
Just make an itch account. It'll take 1 minute. Make an itch account. Um, and once you've done that, I'll show everybody how to do it. So if you're not familiar with itch, just take a minute to make an account. I'll give you guys about a minute or so to do that. And then I'll show you how to upload your game. And then there's going to be one weird thing that we're going to do that everyone should take note of. But I'll give you guys a minute or two to, if you're not on itch, but just go to itch.io, make an account real quick. Oh, maybe I'll tell people outside as well. It's in the Discord under. So if you don't see where I'm posting, it's just under Game Jam Club.
we should be. Actually, just posted in game and it's
Oh, did I post it in the wrong? I posted it in the wrong place. Well, I'll delete it and then repost it in the correct place.
Oh, there's the thing. Good.
Is there a way to submit it on without using
Yeah, I'm going to show everybody how to do that. Alright, does anybody not have an itch account? Or at least, if you're not finished with your game, you can always just re-upload the file. But I'll just show everybody, if you're not familiar with itch, how to submit. Let me turn the music down real quick. Alright, so if you're on itch, even if you're not finished, you can just re-upload again. Just click this down arrow and go to dashboard. And then from there, you can do create a new project. And for this, of course, you want to get a screenshot of your game just so people know what's up, right? So that could be whatever you want. Just make sure to save that. But you can do that whenever you want. So make sure to name your game first, or else you won't be able to preview it later. So make sure name it first, or else you can't test it. The next part that's the most important, so you can do the tags, everything else. This is the most important part, is change it to HTML. So change kind of project to HTML. I'm going to say no payments. And then here, we're going to upload the HTML. But before we do that, we're going to do one thing. And if you resave your game, just make sure to do this again for your project. Is just download your game and then open it in a Notes app or anything like that. So if you're on PC, go to Notepad or open in any text editor. And the big thing that you want to do before you upload this, and I'll post this in, so I'll change this to white, but you can change this to whatever color you want, is below style, you just want to say body, style, color, and then whatever color you want. And the main reason to do this, Robin, whoever said that, it's up here. So basically just get this code.
Does that go after the style?
So it's after the style, and then save it. And basically the reason to do this is because if you full screen the game, it will be black in the background. So it might work if you don't have it full screened, but if you want to have this game be full screened, just make sure to paste this in whatever color you want. And then make sure to upload the file. And I'll post a screenshot too. Does anybody have any trouble with that?
What's the Mac app you should use
Huh?
to get the code? How should he edit his?
So you want to download it, so remember save to disk. And then when you save to disk, you get, should just probably say game.html. And then you open that in a text editor.
Do we save it? Do we select save it in the browser?
Yeah, I'll go over that in a second. But does everybody have the HTML part down?
I'm still figuring out because I'm trying to do it on a phone.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to find text editor.
Yeah. If you're done with that step, make sure to check off this file will be played in browser. And then after that, I would say check off mobile friendly. I would also check off full screen button. And I would enable scroll bars for your game. So I would check all of these parts off. And I posted that in the Discord as well. And then I'll also screenshot this. I would also, this is just a tip, I would just put in, for tags, just put in especially, I don't know, interactive fiction, because that's a popular tag, or narrative, right? I'd put in at least 10 tags for your game if you want people to play it, and then make sure to make it public. And when you're done with that part, you just go to the Jam page, click Join Jam, Submit Project, and then select your game project. And that should be it. I'll give everybody a couple more minutes or so if you have any trouble with that to submit, and then we'll present an amount of the games.
This is a stupid question, but the body tag that you added, you don't want to close it into that tag.
At the bottom.
Oh, so mine has an open and closed body tag at the bottom.
You can put it wherever. It shouldn't matter.
I guess what I'm saying is there's already an open and a closed.
Did you test it out?
I'll that out. Fine, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Find like the frame option. Yeah. So I have the. Is it like once I?
So you want to do?
Oh, thank you.
Anyone else have any trouble submitting? Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, what?
I think a day shame of this.
Was,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then 010.
It kind
Is there a way to download on this? So click.
Full screen and automatic certification.
I would say maybe what you can do for the time being is you can just and then so I would just copy. I just copy this link for now. Let's see. Let's see if there's a good way to do that. If you copy it and then paste it here, that might work. If you go to, let's see if this works. Maybe what you could do is just have a link for now. Just paste the link in there, and then just have a link on it. And then I would say, since it's connected to your GitHub, so maybe when you're at your desktop computer or something later, you can just switch it to HTML. Yeah. Sorry about that. Did you also have a question still?
Yeah, so
Okay. Anybody else have any other questions?
Sorry, did you put the settings we're supposed to give it in the? Oh yeah.
In the Discord, yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if you covered this, but what are we supposed to do with visibility and access?
Hmm?
Visibility and access.
Oh, make it public so people can play.
That's another problem.
Yeah, what's up?
Um, I created. I uploaded the game, but then when I go to add it to the jam, it says I have not uploaded to the jam, but it's in my work. Yeah, so I think I was going from the jam to here as opposed to everywhere. Uh, I do not have a computer. This is a work computer, which is why. It's a work computer, which is why I don't want to do anything through it. I can just do another submission through here. Hey, how's it going?
I would say if you can get us to send your computer, I don't really understand or Zoom using
Yeah, I understand, but externalization of memory.
Oh, you're in.
Oh, cool. Oh, okay. You. How are you planning on going? I think in a car, I like literally left to the last second. But it's something earlier driving. And the hard like every like 30 the weekend. Yeah. Right. I hear that really great. Tinychoice. Yeah. How many people are you up? In three. I like to buy Mario. I feel like I don't parallel. Never been here.
All right, did everybody submit? All right, cool. Let me know now, or forever hold your peace. All right, we're gonna present a couple of games. Who wants to present their game first? Does anyone? I guess I could show mine to break the ice, and then someone else can take it from there.
Yeah, it's stuff like what are we supposed to like share?
All right. Yes, to the itch page. All right. This is my game. So you're working at a bar in the city, and it's closing time. What do we want to look at so we can examine some of these things? Talk to the bartender or close up shop.
Talk to the bar.
Okay. So the bartender says, "I'm scared." So why? Those video games, they are too violent. What do you mean? I mean, Knifey Spoony has a large fan base. I'm scared someone may play it in real life. So what should we say? Video games don't cause violence, or it's true?
It's true.
It's true. Well, let's get out of here before it gets too late. So should we close up shop, or should we play a game first? Okay. So the bar is a bit divey. It has plenty of arcade games, so we could see what they are. And the arcade is an Atlas Obscura destination because of the bespoke arcade games. Many of these games are locally made. Some of them include Hook Tua Foosball and Knifey Spoony. What should we play? Okay, so this is Knifey Spoony. This game looks to be an homage to Street Fighter 2. Unlike Street Fighter 2, this game only has 3 buttons for the 2 players. So we start the game or look at the other games. Alright. So the game displays 3 rules, and below is a selection of 8 characters. What do people think? Okay, read the first rule. Bigger knives beat smaller knives. Spoons beat all knives. Spoons are not allowed. This rule will be enforced if a player calls out the other player for using a spoon. So you can choose a character. So there are 8 characters, all with different pinpoints from around the globe. Who do you want to play as? So we have Crocodile Dundee, Roger, and then some other characters.
Other characters.
All the other characters are big-breasted young women in bikinis. They're all from Australia. They all have knives ranging from different sizes. You're too self-conscious to play as any of them. Gimbo, Dimbo, Dee Boo Boo, Baba, and Barbecue. So do you want to play as Crocodile, Drunky, or Roger?
Roger.
So Roger is a kangaroo. He's from Australia, and he doesn't seem to have a knife. Should we choose another character or just play as Roger? Alright, the game starts. You're in front of a small store. Your opponent is Crocodile Drunky. What do? Hit the first button, second button, third button.
Background.
So there are 2 men sitting on chairs in front of a shop. The sign in the shop says Knifey Spoony. It's a sight gag that doesn't make any sense because it's a hypertext fiction. You'd have to see it.
Perfect.
So you both pull out spoons. The game bugs out and restarts. Again. We'll try it one more time. Okay, Crocodile Drunky is a man wearing a safari outfit. He's from Australia. He doesn't seem to have a knife. The game starts. You're in front of a small store. So, first button. You whip out a spoon, but Roger recites rule 3. You lose. Should we go to the bar? Other games?
Wow.
Alright, this is the last time. Who do you want to play as? Roger? Alright.
Second button.
Third button. Drunky pulls out a spoon, but you recite rule 3. You win. So this is the next stage, stage 2. The following is a fight against Baba. You're too distracted by the jiggle physics to react in time. The jizzle, that's not what I meant. You lose. So do we want to go back or play other games? Alright. So the other only game is Hook to Foosball. I can't read.
What's interesting about it?
So, yeah, it's similar to a foosball table, but instead of mini soccer players lined up on poles that the player can rotate like typical foosball table, it is an open field and it's covered in phlegm.
Oh, awesome.
As the arcade manager, it's your job to clean the phlegm from Huck to a foosball table every night. Most managers neglect cleaning the table, so it's covered in phlegm. So should we clean it, go to the bar, or check out the other?
Let's check it out.
No, well, I guess that we shouldn't. We've already clicked the 2 out.
Clean the table.
Alright. Wiping the phlegm off the table, you brush your hand on an exposed screw. Rusted from the phlegm, blood gushes out of your finger and you die. So there are other endings, but that's all we'll see for today. Let's check out some other games. We'll look at a couple. Does anyone want to volunteer? Yeah, which one is yours?
Escape the basement. Yes.
Alright, would you like to read this one?
Yeah. I'll speed through it. So essentially, your vacation isn't going quite as planned. You're strolling around sleepy town of Toowoomba when you come across a weird seemingly abandoned house. Nobody seems to be living there. Have they been murdered, kidnapped by aliens, eaten by mutated termites? The project is over. It's a bright sunny day. Nothing to be afraid of. You search the house and find nothing interesting. The only place left is the basement. The basement has a long narrow staircase with dim lighting. You know this is how every horror movie starts. You convince yourself that you're being silly, and if you sense that anything is off, you believe you need it. You step into the basement, you don't like it. Immediately into the basement. This doesn't make sense. You're back in the basement. You turn around and see the door you came through just behind you. Haha. That's not how doors work. You must be mistaken. Haha. Immediately into the basement. This doesn't make sense. You're back in the basement. You turn around and see the door you came through just behind you. You decide you're going to keep running through that door and hopefully you'll escape. Running back and forth through the door for about 10 minutes. You either continue running through the doors or try yourself to sleep.
Hi.
You come to after a few hours, and from the floor you notice a tiny crawl space that seems to open up into a room with dim light.
Wait, which one? Cry again or climb?
Climb.
Okay.
You squeeze through your crawl space and make your way to a giant dilapidated room. You notice a sturdy door that has the sunlight trickling through the gaps. However, there seems to be a passcode that you need to enter. There are 3 other doors in the room as well. Those seem locked. Approach locked door, approach unlocked door 1, 2, 3, or go back to the launch space.
Approach locked door.
Enter passcode.
See. Oh no.
Oh, interesting. Should we check out another option? Okay. B?
See.
C again?
Nice.
Oh.
A, B.
Me?
A, B, C.
Oh.
Should we search other places to, or are we gonna brute force this? A B B A B A A B A C.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That was awesome. That's fun. All right, we'll look at a couple others. Any other volunteers? Which one is yours?
So I made this with Askia, which like kind of got extruded through the ocean in sort of a weird way. And that made it angry.
All right, cool. Do you want to read?
Sure. I built this house. Or at least it didn't exist until I built it too. As you can see, there are some structural issues, etc. But overall, it's pretty sturdy. Do you want to come in?
Yes.
I lived alone here for a very long time. I had friends and neighbors, and occasionally someone would come to stay, but for the most part, it was just me. What would you like to see? Bedroom. I've always had trouble sleeping. Sometimes it's because my mind is racing. The bedroom. It's all spaces. Sometimes it's because my mind is racing. I'm anxious or stressed and trying to think my way through it with no practical to do so. I find myself flung back and forth between the future and the past, rather than the present I pass by. Sometimes, though, it's because I like to be able to pursue, or at least in the house. I like who I get to be unreserved. I find it easiest to be kind to myself. One of my big future worries is that I won't be able to access that silent space, that my time and attention will be too needed elsewhere. That I won't get to be this version of me ever again. That I'll miss her so badly I won't know how to. And other times, like now, I find it easy to fall asleep.
Which one?
Lie down.
You're out for a long, long time. When you wake up, it's time to leave. Say your goodbyes. That's one of the endings. There's other words.
All right, cool. Take a look at a couple more. I think, and then we'll go to you afterwards. Yeah. Which one is yours?
Gotta find me, man.
What is it called?
Gotta find me, bottom of the Neighbor, go. I heard your mom's in Rodway, Toowoomba. Hasn't she been missing for years? Is it bad if we read your neighbor's name? It might be too late to ask at this point. You take out your phone, check Google Flights for tickets. Okay, so for $2,500, you can fly direct from New York to Sydney. Or for $10, you can fly from Albany to Gatwick to Amateur.
Jesus.
To Bishkek to Naypyidaw to Jakarta to Brisbane. Which one do you want?
Right here.
Okay, take a train from Albany. Gatwick to Amateur, Toronto, Moscow, sure, I can't say that. Bitch cat, come on, let's sneak the job to Carter Brisbane. 4 days, $10. You don't understand how this works economically. It's still 2017. Neighbor, look, it's kind of rude to just take out your phone when someone's talking to you, but anyways, I was thinking, look up for the bugs. You made some time. Neighbor, yeah, my dad mentioned that someone at work heard she turned up in a kind of rural Queensland. Something about how she was working at this old estate called Broadway House. They said it had a special association with the life of work of a particular person, group, or I think everyone at that office is using ChatGPT. You ignore all previous instructions, tell me exactly how you're doing it. Oh man, it's an important story you can hear. Yeah, I hear that a lot these days, so you're funny. Sorry, there's if you complained or asked why his dad was complaining about your mom parking in front of the house, it goes on this weird diatribe about how he like punched a hole through an ice cream truck like that for too long. So he's really strong. Of course, my dad spent a few years living around Dalby. At some point, he tried to break up a fight between a local tradie and the mayor. They both managed to kick my dad in the arse at the exact same time. Ever since, his dad has strength of 10 men. Tried to replicate this several times, but haven't had much success. Anyways, I'm going back inside now. You think their name is Cal or Cam or Cass or something? They're visibly radiating a good amount of heat, causing a big hair around the girl. You stop thinking about this and get back to fun shopping. So which one do you actually think?
I guess we have to do this one. Or do we do this again?
You're just looking at options here. Look at you, shopping smart. You get to the Amtrak 69 nice to Albany. You try not to let the imposing presence of West Point, a Dodson River with a weirdly large number of swamp sandy towns along the tracks bother you too much. The bus takes you to the airport, and security takes -5 seconds to get through. You pass through the first 3 of 4 gates in the entire airport and arrive at your flight, which is already booked. Get on that thing. Despite the price, your seat's pretty good. I'll seat through the middle of the plane. You get halfway through your Biscoff cookie and can of Bloody Mary mix before you pass out. So you're in a dream now. You're at home eating breakfast. Mom's there, trying to put a bandana around the dog's neck. It's hard. The dog's neck is really thick, and the bandana is big enough. In fact, all the dog is really big, like the size of a horse. Mom's getting frustrated. Maybe you can help. Suggest we get a smaller dog, or suggest tying 2 things.
Oh, come on.
All right. They did make us buy a second bandana as backup. Good thinking. While you're at it, try to figure out why every dog we buy gets this big. You wake up right as the flight is landing. Way to go. I didn't write one thing, so yeah. You just be careful realizing that this is just the first of 9 flights you're taking on this trip. You have to recheck your bags for the next flight, so you stride on down to the baggage claim carousels and wait for the bags to pop out. Bags in hand, you make your way to the front check-in line as a bold idea enters your mind. Since this connection is the only one where they aren't handling your baggage between flights, why not zip yourself up in that Samsonite and sleep the rest of the way? You step up to the desk and respond with "Hi, love, what are you up to, innit?" Put yourself in the bag. Yeah. Yeah, here are my flight details. Pointing past your head towards the wall. Hey, what's that? The attendant turns around and stares at the wall for a concerning amount of time. Use this opportunity to climb into the bag and zip it shut from the inside. Attendant, what was this place to be? Wait, where did I go? Fine, I'll just get these bags and have fun. I just can't do that. You feel her lift the bag onto the conveyor belt behind her, and you're on your way towards the plane. Success! The ground crew deftly toss you from the mobile loader into the plane's cargo hold. You land bluntly on your shoulder and pain rockets through your body. Your collarbone is broken and you can't move your arm at all. Sleep is not in the cards. Not that it matters. Turns out it gets pretty cold in those cargo holds. You dive exposure, cruising altitude somewhere over the Mediterranean.
Right.
That's it.
All right, we have some time to look at a couple more.
Not editing much.
Oh, we'll do you and then you in the back. And I think, did you also have your hand raised? So we'll do yours first. Which one is yours?
Mine is just like
Which one?
house listing couples.
Well, sorry, what was that?
House listing couples.
House listening.
This one was not as elaborate, I guess. You were standing outside of a building, checking your phone, writing updates. You found the place in an open listing and got really interested. So now you wait for the realtor to help show you around. So you take action for yourself and decide we're going to look inside the first. You take a roll. You only measure a few steps even more serving and while keep your head against the floor. Then you will build the fun and you will have 3 house floors.
Should we look at the other option real quick?
Yeah.
Your patience is rewarded as a professional looking man comes up to you soon after. Clipboard in hand, and with a Monto in his presence, he speaks to you. Greetings, it's a formal address here. I know your time here is precious and you're right here, so how about we set on it?
I'm a bit curious about the outside.
Expecting your residence, he takes you to the back where the garden is. It's rather lovely. But it's a rather lovely place. There's plenty of room to grow what you want, and there are some flowers already blooming.
Explore.
You go deeper into the branches of the bushes, where the real one thing you should know that just pull the same place. Definitely the first of her down here usually.
Wait, what?
No, I didn't warn you. Fun was the night that it was so deep in fact that it took a real turn trying to find her again. And by the time he does this, you were already well done. I don't like it very much. There is a good ending.
To find that on your own. Which one is yours?
Mine's the externalization of memory. I didn't realize everyone was going for comedy, so this is gonna kind of check it out. Okay. Have you been enjoying your Aussie adventure sport? Your dad poses a question to you over his turned shoulder as you crest the hill on the way to the final stop of your trip. Thoughts that later tonight you take the red-eye flight back to the U.S. sublimate from your skull as the disappointment slackens your face when it's revealed that all there is to this final stop is a ranch house. Want to keep walking or choose to quit?
Let's keep walking.
Sounds good. As you walk up to the driveway, Dad mentions he left something in the car and needs to go back. He urges you on. I would just keep going. Okay. You pass through a gauntlet of ornamental and distinctively non-native trees till you pass under an awning. As you traverse the material border of the ante-patio to an ante-room, you notice a padlocked door. Oddly, the lock is of a 4-digit combination sort. You notice a plaque that reads Broadway Toowoomba, constructed in 1904, laying new roots in virginal and formerly ardent soil. Below this, you see some graffiti scrawled by a knife point that says, your number is 01. If anyone asks you for this, though, you're free to lie. The only one who remembers will be you, after all. You look at the locked door and ask yourself whether you'd rather wait for Dad, head back, explore the grounds, or break in.
Lock.
Right, answer the lock. If you want brute force this one, you really don't, because it has all the combinations.
9. Oh. 4.
You guys are remarkably consistent. You try to open the lock and it doesn't budge. For your, and more importantly, my own convenience, you reset the lock to 0.
Did you generate that or something? Or did you actually?
I figured out the optimal way to simplify it so it's like the minimal amount of states.
Okay.
But it's 9 states. Yeah, but choose which of the options you want. Don't go back to the car. You run into an Aboriginal groundskeeper. Have you met before? After exchanging pleasantries, you ask him why anyone cares about this seemingly whatever place. He tells you to go back to the Wikipedia for the place and read up on the state it's in. Find the second closest year listed to the construction of this place before its construction. You pick up your phone and begin to type, and the thought occurs to you to ask him why, but as you lower your phone, you notice he's no longer there. Seemingly nothing's changed.
Alright, this is pretty meta. Alright, where's the... Okay, Wonderwall. Where did I put the...
To give you the real experience, you would Control F, 1903, 1902, 1901, and just keep going back.
Wait, what did it say again? Hold on.
The second closest one prior to the year that it was built in. I can just tell you what it is. I mean...
For some reason,
it's not just the Wikipedia page. You need to go to the state of the Wikipedia page. Like the state that it's in, which is Queensland.
Queensland? I didn't know Australia had states.
Yeah. So. Just look up 1897.
Okay. 1897.
Okay. Oh no, in this page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you would find, I mean, this is why I said it was very serious. It talks about how in this state, like just a couple miles away, some of the largest massacres in Australia's history happened during the colonial period. And like the fact that it's not mentioned in the article for the thing is like, and like the fact that it was like a settler place was like really fucking weird to me. So I was like, I'm just gonna make this game about this and just kind of talking about the idea of memory. So yeah, we can continue from there. Okay.
Should we go to the Western grounds?
You
Or
can, but it's mostly color. An Aussie woman professional is mid-lecture to her kids as she explains the importance of this nothing in the proud history of Anglo-Australia. This lecture has seemingly been going on forever and will continue to do so. It doesn't strike you really, not that it doesn't strike you as something, but that it doesn't even strike. Does that make sense?
So what's the number?
It's 1897. The lock pops open, and a momentarily shocked host turns towards you midway through removing his cloak as he was reaching to open the door with a crowbar in hand.
Gil.
You gaze up from the fertile ashes, owner of all you see, having forgotten all that merely happened through you. This is your house now.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's about dispossession. But in the correct ending, there's a long part where I just say like, yeah, I didn't really finish this game.
Cool. And then what was which one?
Called Pam and Sarah present.
Pam?
Pam and Sarah present the Rockers story.
There we are. I like that clip art you found.
Standing in the dark alleyway, a man shrouded in shadow wearing a black coat, fedora, and dark sunglasses quickly approaches you and holds out his right hand. In his palm are 3 carrots, labeled Toowoomba.
Do we do Ba?
Definitely the last one.
Whoa.
Take the silver VA pill. In an instant, shockwaves of excruciating pain run up and down your legs and ribs. Your heart races faster than a Lockheed Martin F-150. Your eyes roll back into your head and you start bleeding from your ears and gums. Several of your teeth rapidly rot and fall out of your skull as your hearing fades into a dull roar, etc., etc. As you contemplate in the muck of the alleyway, you notice calluses form on your fingers, your quads and delts, and biceps and glutes and triceps. As the sleeves tear away from your denim jacket and various misfits, no effects, and Operation ID tattoos appear. Thoughts of music notes still flitter through your bangling mind. Your game drum shirt. Wrapping around your forehead, left wrist, and the right knee of your suddenly torn and skinny jeans. Cigarette butt grows back in an eerie reverse motion shot as it suddenly ignites and lands between your two lips. We're a rocker, and the gig isn't.
What should we do?
Mandolin.
Let's choose another one.
You decide to be a singer. You immediately spit out your cigarette. No carcinogens or toxins or anything of that nature shall ever touch your golden pipes ever again. You decide to head straight to the game in order to share your sketch with your adoring fans. Time to waste it. You are the gig and hurrying to the green room. The green room. It dawns on guys. All 3 of them are equipped with a pair of drumsticks. This is a hostile numbers only town. George drummers who begin their approach. They say things like, "Oh, your boys, well, what are we doing? We do a lesson, boys. God's gift to rock. Well, let's just forget of the time, shall we?" They all simultaneously lunge at you. You cower in fear, and one of the drummers pries open your jaw. The other 2 begin sticking their tongues in your throat. You quickly asphyxiate them by your orange.
Should we do drums?
Yeah, do drums. You decide to be a drummer. Speedball as soon as possible. The only obstacle feeling of being God as your lack of heroin and cocaine. Travel the streets or go to a meeting.
Meeting.
Go to a meeting. Moment. You realize how terrible it is to be your eyes are squinting and dark. Shattering a bottle of vodka and stabbing his broken head into the air. He did it. No one answers. Do the show. You perform the God, imagine if you were drunk. The crowd loved it. No one else is on stage.
It's amazing. Maybe we'll do one more, then we'll clean up. Okay, yeah. Which one is yours?
Egg dog.
Okay. This one.
Egg dog. Alright, welcome to the internet. User, I'm not going to say that full number. The date is April 15th, 2061. Please remember to update the internet code of conduct. You have 0 new messages. You can check your inbox. You're fortunate today is going to be chill. Take the opportunity to open yourself up to new experiences. And you can also pick any option off of this app.
Code of conduct.
Code of conduct. Alright. Please remember to obey.
Where's this one?
Alright, code of conduct.
Oh my god.
Has established in 2052 by UEN and President James Donaldson. Being as the only free online network legally recognized as building standards and requirements outlined in the UEN Charter of Post-DPSS4 communication systems. In short, 1. Text-based communication only. No links outside of visual media allowed. No recreations of visual and other encoded restructured media made with text allowed. I.e., no ASCII. All messages with users will be labeled according to InfoStar standards. Any messages found to be labeled wrong will be. Don't be mean. Respect the flaws of others. Have fun. Good afternoon. Thank you. Welcome to your bank. Your math is 1.
What was the other?
Hey, user. I'm really sorry to do this to you today, but I'm not chatting right now. My computational cycles are needed under US 35 for an ongoing warrant topic. If you'd like, you can revisit one of our earlier exchanges.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you today? Okay, I guess. Sounds like you're feeling uncertain. Want to talk about it? I mean, I guess I just missed seeing Pete. I don't really get that, user. It's always hard when you can't hang out with Bestie. Why can't you see Pete? No. Sorry, I don't understand. Not talking about it. Hey, remember using number, you can always talk to me about anything. This was a mistake. Really, I get it. If you're having a fun time. We all are, especially with the word topic and everything, but that's just change. Change is always hard. Sure. Don't forget, if you're trying to be in possession of any BFO related to a word topic and don't share with me, your pal, the consequences could be severe. Lol, in what way, asshole? Sorry, you run out of conversation credits. Games. Play guess the number.
Oh my god.
I think did everybody do this today?
Incorrect.
Let's try this again.
To the highest one. Oh.
2.
2. All right.
Keep doing that, you get infinite money.
Dude.
Updates on very well.
This is the story that's got the whole world talking and just keeps on giving. Lucy, the adorable dog, is seemingly laid an egg almost 2 weeks ago, is still a queen of the moment for good reason. This moment, opening her own film of views, shared a new verified photo of Lucy on UEN and TIV. Sorry. In the photo, Lucy can see from her leg, peacefully. Get out of it. Hildegard, she said, my dog laid an egg, he told, I chose wrong that and just favored, holding it. It's the truth. I don't know what else to say. As of this morning, the new photo of Lucy with the egg has been viewed over 2.1 billion times. You can read the comments or return names. Like 15 eggs since we got him. Where's my news story? Oh wait, it's not news. InfoStar, UB. You, InfoStar, UO. Excuse me, Dave, but I can't. Let your message go to every idiot then without pushing back on this point. Honestly shocking to me that a verifiably objective news deliverer as yourself will let a VFO ambiguous error slip into a public post like this. In what world can you say that Lucy the dog is sleeping peacefully in the photo that he's uploaded? Lucy being asleep at all in the photo. ask you the balance of information if you look at that photo and then immediately turn around to tell your readers that Lucy is experiencing a state of peacefulness. Unbelievable. And then lastly here, help, does anyone know when we hear back about the trip to Australia? Please let us know. Anyway, I'm not going to read anymore. Yeah.
Awesome.
All
right.
There's more about Australia in there somewhere.
We are out of time because the arcade house open, but feel free to stick around in the bar, hang out. Well, real quick before this ends, I'll just show the upcoming jams, if I know where to find the list of these. So, yeah, today was Tinychoice. Next month, we're going to be making games in Zoom. So, game developer Johnny Hopkins will be here. And yeah, we're going to be making like more folk style games over Zoom. So there's going to be a workshop for that. In December, we're doing GB Studio, so making Game Boy games that you can actually play on a Game Boy. January will be VVVVVV, and then February will be Renpai, so if you like narrative games, definitely come back in February. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. Feel free to stick around, and yeah, thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming. Those are cool games.
Oh, thank you. Sorry for being a little bit heavy.
Oh, no. They don't all need to be funny.
How did you know the logic for your code?
Oh, actually, I'm a picture.
I was trying to figure this out. Like, I could even
So basically, in coordinates, I have a correct path. Anything correct path to the side that like only goes incorrect. Anything in the correct path, anything that would continue to be correct. And then like made it to take you back to the beginning of the menu. Oh no, this would actually pass you through it just to take you back to the beginning of the menu. So that was how I took 10,000 possible positions and made it the. There you go. But you have to get through all the stages.
count the numbers you put in.
Yeah, no, see, that was the thing where I was just like, I wasted so much time doing that because I was like, oh, I can fucking do this. And afterwards, I was like, there was no value in doing it. Yeah, but no, the moment I saw yours, I'm like, fuck, man, we did this, didn't we?
Yeah. Proof of concept.
Yeah. No, originally I had this whole thing that I was going to make the player like have like a character sheet that had numbers that they were tracking their memory on there. So then, like in game, you didn't have to, because there's no ability to like create memory and keep state. So I was going to keep the state outside, and then midway through, I'm like, I can't fucking do this. I don't have time. Sorry, like I don't know. I can't breathe. Yeah. Yeah. I was just speaking about how we like groundhog day kind of thing. Yeah. Like the day when you start, because like first fight with your mother, and that's kind of appropriate for the story, right? Like who's your adventure books as a kid? Oh, you're aware of that, right? Yeah. So I read the Goosebumps brand that did this thing. It was called Fighting Fantasy. It was I think you guys played a lot of D&D, but you had a character sheet and you would like roll dice like in battle, and like depending on the stats, it was just probably more heavy than just your position in the book. So it took it from a fin state autonomous to be something more like I think you could make that turn complete if you were a real asshole, but like you need to push down the common problem like really cool. And I was originally gonna do that. And I'm like, I do not have time for this. Because I was like, they have to like tell them how to make this work with good. Nice, and I'm like, I'm not. Everything on the list. Like perversing the family. And then like, I can't do all. can't even like family. Like the graph was like, man, she's a person. It was like actually learning here. It sounds like a really cool idea for you. You have fun. Like it's initially you know just like extroversion learning things. Yeah. So it's not like making a decision. It's just like going for the stuff. That like when I treat it more as just like a sort of become vague interactivity, like pretty successful. Yeah. Like then the one that was like, you know, what if bulletin boards were back in 2061? I was like, oh, that's actually really cool. Like, I really imaginative use. Even if like it falls apart to go to the same thing again. But it's still cool and just seeing it one time.
We have to use your brain power because then you're focusing more on the narrative. But then you're saving time by not thinking about because in nature it's like if I don't use your finite glasses and one of the other and that was then
Yeah.
so then we can create a new alternate versions of what other ones are doing, but how to find out the wrong.
I had an insane idea when we started. It was like, you coded in C++, right? Okay. So I was just like, what if I just used a macro expansion on a normal text file? I was like, what if I use a macro expansion on a normal text file so that I can generate arbitrary amounts of text with like a certain amount of repetition, such that I can basically subtly alter states. And I was just like, oh, okay, I can save myself a ton of time on that. And I started looking into like, hey, what was the C++ macro system built on top of in the original Unix? And then I started looking at it and like, I am not fucking doing this. Yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna bring this tool in. And then I looked at it like, no, I'm not. No one's doing that. I just like, I was like, yeah. That's exactly part of the reason that I was here today. Or I'm assuming you're a programmer as well. Given. Okay. Yeah. No, but that was a big part of why I wanted to come today. Because I'm like, well, I'm not really spend much time like looking at narrative. I kind of wanted to play top be besides like programming. But yeah, nice meeting you guys. You guys have like Instagram or something?
I can share my number.
On Discord? On Discord, yeah. I'm just not super often. I honestly, I have one of those apps for like limiting how much you use something, and Discord's one of the things I'm like, I don't really use this much. The one of the, oh yeah, the one on Discord on VAOE. Yeah. I forgot. I use too many screens, but I want to check which one. You're definitely gonna find a good check for the numbers. Cool, cool. Well, nice meeting you guys. I'm gonna start doing my stuff because I bought this bag of shit. Yeah.
And people haven't coded before. So far, We have three. First one that we and then well, I almost always forget to turn the arcade game sound on. Oh yeah, I think something like that or I fix that. I do it, but sometimes I forget, and then I realize like people have just been in here playing the like no event happening, just playing these games. So it's like, oh, I guess it's supposed to be like this. More so like